Good afternoon and thanks for joining us right here on Midday, Kentucky. I have to ask you something, and you can laugh at me at home because I had a good giggle myself. Have you ever fallen out of bed as an adult?
No, not as an adult.
Yeah, I don't think I have either.
Okay, so this morning...
Well, what were you doing in your bed?
Well, no, this is the fun. I was a little late for work today, and I'm texting my producer at 6:30 in the morning saying, have you got this? Or because I sort of hurt myself a little bit. I was laying on the, obviously, on the edge of the bed, not real, and I live alone, people, so laying right on the edge of the bed. The alarm went off. I felt like I was in the middle of the bed, so I jump up, hit the ground, hit my head on the nightstand, and I'm laying there, and I'm number one, laughing to myself, and then secondly thinking, did I smash up any of my face at the same time?
Well, I'm glad you're okay.
And I thought to myself, I wonder who else has fallen out of bed as an adult. Neither one of you.
No.
So just the ding dong Troy. Okay, good. So where do we start off with, my friend Lisa?
Well, I don't know. Where do you want to start
You got
off?
something to read.
Well, before we begin today's discussion,
there's a little bit of reading.
we'd like to remind you that there is still 7 days to purchase a ticket for your chance to win the beautiful St. Jude Dream Home.
Oh, and it is a gorgeous home. Again, just 7 days left. Each ticket, $100, and all of those proceeds go to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, helping children fight those life-threatening diseases. So buy your ticket now. That helps ensure that parents and families never receive a bill.
And of course, tune in here on ABC 36 on June 29th, where we will raffle off the house. Only a limited number of tickets will be sold, as you know, so now is the time to get yours. And I'm telling you that there's the phone number up on the screen now. We're taking calls as we're live on air. But the best thing is, there's not many tickets left, people. We love it. We love just
Great. Get your ticket.
roll out, get your credit card out, and for $100 you could win a $400,000 home.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And I think the $100 is a tax deduction.
Oh,
I think that's the way it is. Hey, we're going to get straight into the show because I think this is absolutely brilliant. Okay, and I think you talked about it on yesterday's What's Popping. Earlier this week, Mattel rolled out their new line of Ken dolls designed for the 2017. Okay, all for the millennials.
Yes.
Okay, now the 15 new dolls came with 3 different body shapes, 7 different skin tones, and 9 new hairstyles. One of which, and I've picked this one out, about the man bun, everyone.
Okay.
Now let's all appreciate the breast tweets that have hit the internet. All right, it's gone crazy. Number 1, I don't even own Mattel's new man, but Ken doll, but her already. He, but what?
But he already told me the dangers of
Processed food and how
Yes.
Bernie would have beaten Trump.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, tweet number 2. Man bun Ken thinks having a mother makes him a feminist. Are you sort of guys getting this? Do you know why it's gone crazy?
A little hipster.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm so glad. Number 3, I was just checking. The new Man Bun Ken doll comes with shirt, shoes, and keys to Barbie's car that he drives until he gets back on his feet again. Okay. Let's pull up the new Man Bun Ken comes with all your favorite accessories: yoga mat, glass of kombucha, and an emotional support dog. You know, the funny thing is, we'll just keep these rolling. The Man Bun sequels with delight when he opens the mail and discovers his romp him has arrived.
Oh,
Like
there
that
it is.
one.
There it is.
Let's bring up the next one.
Man Bun Ken comes with an acoustic guitar, a pack of cigarettes, and a book of love poems. That's good.
I think they're saying that it is all about how the man bun is more of a hipster thing, and they're more emotionally connected to themselves and the people around them.
I really like all of these Ken dolls, especially, yes, there was the man bun, but we also had, they claim dad bods and different body types and things like that. We've heard for years, you know, Barbie is perpetuating the stereotype that women have to be thin and have to look like this, but you never really hear about, well, men aren't going to look like that perfect Ken doll.
Exactly.
So I kind of like that, well, except for you,
Yes.
but I like that they're sort of
No,
expanding.
I'm saying I don't.
Oh, okay.
I want to. I want
But
to.
I like this for men.
You know what?
think it's
And
cute.
I think the best thing about it is it has a lot of people having the conversation
Exactly.
about, you know, people do. I don't know whether guys buy the Barbie Ken dolls or girls buy them. I don't know who they're marketed towards. Do
Well,
you think it's a girl
I think it's
thing?
just younger children, but guys, girls, anyone can have
Yeah.
Barbie
But
dolls.
isn't it a millennial? Because they're saying it is in the minds of a millennial. Are they saying the man bun is a millennial thing, or the Ken doll is a millennial
Well,
thing?
I don't think
you see what I'm saying?
millennials are in their like
That's
20s
what-
and 30s.
Right, right.
So,
that's
for
what
their
I'm saying.
kids, I think they're
No, I
saying.
think they're talking about millennials are the ones that have been having the buns.
Right, but they're not buying the doll for themselves. It's for kids.
Yes, it'd be for the kids.
Listen, yeah, who knows?
Definitely for kids.
Who knows?
Hopefully.
I think they're saying millennials are having children, and those
Yeah.
are
But they
Yeah.
have the millennial
that they
look
would pick
now.
out.
They
yeah.
have the new millennial look.
Those are
No,
the
I
ones you'd pick
gotcha.
out for
Hip and
your
cool.
kids.
So
Yeah.
I did miss a little bit of it.
You kind of did, but that's okay.
Well, I bumped my head.
You did. You have a medical emergency. Do we need a drone to come in?
I know. Hey, guys, I found this interesting that you decided to bring this up when it comes to, because everyone knows on this show, Katie and I like a bit of food.
We love food,
We-
and
I
we
like food
also
too. Don't
we
exclude
also
me.
love vacations.
Skinny Mini over
Yeah.
here.
I still-
You don't look like you've eaten since
I
72.
I
still
need
like
to take
food.
you on one of these, Lisa. So we talk a lot about summer vacations and how to find something budget friendly for your family. So when I saw this blog online, I just had to share it with you guys. And if you think of a traditional food tour or food vacation through like France or Italy, I looked these up for a week, $4 to $5 grand.
Degustation tours, they're called, yeah.
Not here in America.
Right. No, the ones through Europe, they're called
Right.
degustation tours. Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, I'm talking about food tours here that you could take for much cheaper. And this blog was talking about just taking a weekend trip, any road trip, with food in mind. And she specifically talked about going up to New England in Massachusetts, and the only thing she had on the itinerary for the weekend was a bunch of different bakeries. And she gave these
awesome.
examples of if you really like barbecue food. Go on a 3-day barbecue tour. And I was thinking of what would I do here in Kentucky, and I would love to spend a weekend doing bourbon ball tasting. I love the bourbon balls. And
Yeah.
there's so many different ones. I'd love to check something
There
out.
are?
Yeah.
I
Have
didn't
you
know
had them?
that. Well, no, I've had the ones from Woodford Reserve.
Yeah, all the
They're
different
bourbon balls, I think?
bourbon distilleries have them, but then you see, little bakeries or mom and pop shops. I was trying to think of something that I really like that I would love to sort of just experiment for the weekend.
I
Is there
love
anything
it.
that you'd like to just
Well, I'm thinking
try
let's
for the
just
weekend?
save your time
Okay.
and gas. Just phone them and bring them on the show so we can all try them with you.
Yeah, here we go.
That's true.
There we go, my friend.
But then you're not
Defeats the
having,
purpose.
a
I know.
getaway. Like
just-
I think we would do bakeries or
I would
something.
love bakeries. I would love also pizza. I think, like more of the small mom and pop type of pizza joint.
Oh, that would
would
be
kind of
fun.
fun. And then also I love crab cakes too. Doug and I both love crab cakes. So that might be a fun little excursion that we could do.
Crab
too.
cake.
Yes. I love crab what?
Pizza and crab cakes.
I love crab cakes.
You're funny.
I sort of did this a little once in Georgia. I went in one
Oh.
weekend, 3 different places for chicken and waffles.
Yeah.
And it was amazing.
I love it. I
Well,
love this.
okay, well, the Chick-fil-A stores are all the same type of food. Like
Yeah.
So there's the tour gone for me. I can
be
honestly
short.
say to you, I think it's a very good idea that we do something like that here in Kentucky. So
Yeah.
you organise it,
Okay.
and we'll get a little van together. We can't bring the children.
A van? You always say
Yeah,
that.
no.
Like my kids are demons or
No,
something.
they're not demons. I just want to eat in peace. Do you know what I mean? I want to savor the moment of
is
when
true.
it
There
comes
is
to
no
the food.
savoring the moment when you bring my kids along, that's
Talk
for
about
sure.
savoring. You're gonna do it though, aren't you? For us.
Yes, but it'll
since
be
you
on a
brought it up.
budget, so I don't know if you
No,
like
I
it.
like
This
I like
is
a dollar pizza. What do you mean?
All right.
Have you not seen the dollar slices in New York? They are the best.
I've seen
and
them.
it's a
I like
meal and a
them.
half.
All right.
Okay, we're talking more about now when it comes to savings accounts, and we
Yeah.
talked about this the other day in our meeting about a study that came out that women have issues when it comes to savings because they spend their money, not in a bad way, but for their kids and husbands. Men do it differently. So what have you found when it comes to people saving money?
Well, what I found is that most people here in the U.S. Are living financially precariously right now. They're on the
Week to week.
Yeah, and that's what the studies are showing too. It says that half of all Americans have nothing put away for retirement, and the vast majority of them have under $1,000 saved. It's unbelievable. So here are some, and the experts are saying that, they have their recommendations. So listen to this. In your 20s, you should aim to try to have 25% of your overall gross pay.
Yep.
And then by age 30, you should have the equivalent of your annual salary saved. By age 35, you should have twice your annual salary saved. Now let's just stop right there.
Yeah, let's just put on the brakes right now.
Yeah.
Because let's just be serious about this. The kids nowadays, the university degrees that you all go and get, you don't have money to save, people.
I know.
So I get where this is coming from.
Yeah.
And I think it's a great thing because it's something my grandmother used to say to me as a youngster when I first started working. Put some money away each week. Some months I didn't, some years I didn't. Do you know what I mean? But it does make a difference. Like, do you really seem to think that by the time you're 35, I think it was, it's a double your
Yes, by
gross salary?
Yeah.
Well, I think definitely not by 30 because so many people in your mid-20s, even to your late 20s, you're still sort
at
of
school.
finding your way in your career or maybe graduate school. So
Right.
For a lot of people, your salary is jumping a lot in those years. So
Yes.
by 30, maybe you feel established, you're kind of on your way in your career, but what you're making then is probably not. How would you have saved that much
Does
by
anyone
then?
feel
I don't know.
does any of our floor crew or any of our team here feel inadequate that we haven't followed this grid?
I have not followed this
I'm
grid.
seeing hands raised everywhere. Yeah,
This is impossible
it
grid.
really is. So
What's the next?
So the next one was by age 40, you should have 3 times your annual salary. By 45, you should have 4 times your annual salary. By age 50, have 5 times your
Okay,
annual
are these
salary.
people married
It
with children?
doesn't
or-
say that. It doesn't say that. Yeah, it's really scary. There's a lot of people that aren't prepared for that. And they were like, you know, not only this should you have this money saved, but you should also have an emergency fund set aside
I
in case you
I
lose,
believe in that.
in case you lose your job,
Yeah.
in case you know you're laid off or whatever,
Yeah.
or if you get sick, you're in a car accident. Anything can happen in this crazy world. So they said that you should have. The experts said 3 to 6 months of your monthly salary.
I don't, and I'll be honest, I don't have that, but I do remember back home in Australia when I was, you know, everything was going amazingly in my businesses, I did buy a house and pay it off, and that was my superannuation, like your 401k
Yes,
here.
yeah.
So I don't have savings as such, like liquid cash that I could go to and go, well, I could be out of work for 6 months and I'll be okay, but I have that asset.
Right,
That if
that you could
anything,
sell off
I
if you-
always felt like if, you know, what happens if, you know, I became, you know, someone in a wheelchair or
Yeah.
I'm a single guy and don't have family as such, so who's going to take care of me?
Yeah.
You know, and I think that is memory that you should think about as well. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean,
You must have lots of money since you buy $9 dresses.
No, I buy $9 dresses because I'm trying to save money. But no, I mean, I think by 30 and like 35, that some of those numbers are unrealistic. And then
Yeah.
I don't understand why. I think you can save that in an emergency fund, but I think that's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Like we have our 401ks, but
Yeah.
your savings kind of is the emergency fund.
And you know,
Got you.
To me, you
Yeah.
know, you,
Yeah.
I mean,
I
you
mean,
know
it
what I
is.
mean? Like I
Can you
wouldn't have
cash in
2
your-
separate.
Can you
Yeah.
cash in your 401k?
You can.
Oh, I didn't know that.
you can with a penalty. There's
Okay.
a penalty involved
All right.
with that
All
usually.
right. Well, we'll put that information up on
Yeah.
on our Facebook page as well. Hey, everyone, coming up next, Skin Secrets stops by to talk about dependence and their new promotion happening this month. And we're going to dig deep when it comes to some skin issues. Stick with us, everyone. You're watching Midday Kentucky.